I'm Catherine of GamerCast.net, and I'm doing an unboxing, of which of course I haven't done in a while. I have one thing lined up, well, among a few other things that I still haven't done yet. I picked up this the other day, so expect a video for that soon. I meant to do a video this weekend, but unfortunately I didn't get around to it. But I've just gotten home from a midnight launch. You can probably guess what for. However, I'm going to start with something else, because I also picked up my copy of Legacy of the Void, StarCraft II. Of course, if you're watching this video, you're going to know that's what I'm talking about. But I just picked it up for my midnight launch, mainly because I thought I might as well, as I had it pre-ordered and I was going to buy it, so I thought I'd kill two birds with one stone. Okay, so very similar to the previous StarCraft II collector's editions. It feels like it's wider, but I'm sure it isn't. So it comes with a, I'm going to call it Blizzard style box, because they do this with all their games. And not a huge amount of games do this with their collector's editions, where they split in the middle. But yeah, so you get your standard blurb from the back, which nicely has rounded corners. Just showing the bits and bobs. So as always, you should, I imagine you get an artbook. Artbook. There's an artbook in there, right? Or is it the field manual? Okay, so they're not calling it an artbook anymore. You get the behind the scenes on DVD and Blu-ray. The soundtrack, as always, copy of the game, and then your bits and bobs for all the other Blizzard games. Is there anything for HOTS? Void speed amount. Oh, I saw people using that in the Heroes tournament that they were doing at BlizzCon the other day. Yeah, so you get your normal bits and bobs, which are exclusive. Well, I would hope exclusive to collector's edition still. And now I'm just opening it up. It's quite nice. It's not as, like, it's just slightly raised printing. It's not that much, but it's quite pretty. It's very gold. The back, a little bit more basic, but it's the back of the box, so what did you expect? Then I can hold it up. There we go. And as always, it's a really sturdy box. That's one thing that I always quite like Blizzard for doing, because they kind of make collections where maybe the edges will scuff, but that'll be about it. And then we've got everything inside here, which is actually sealed. So let's start with the smaller bits and bobs. Oh, so the soundtrack isn't actually in a case. I'm trying to think what the last ones were. Excuse me. That didn't work. Because it would be handy to use scissors instead of my teeth. I'm not sure of the need for the unnecessary wrapping of everything. I know lots of people, of course, like sealed things. That kind of makes sense from that point of view. Yep. Oh, that's weird. Has a little inlay. Quite creepy. Which goes on the side, and they say, "We hope you enjoy the music." Spin that. Of course, I'm sure a lot of people have been looking forward to the Protoss campaign, because there's so many Protoss players out there. There's a soundtrack. It's got 21 tracks on it, and you can see there. And that's what the front looks like. It's quite nice. Still like jewel cases, but that's fun. And then we've got the, not got a test strip, has it? Very nice DVD with cinematics and behind the scenes. So I'm being a bit violent with this. So it's just in a very slim DVD case. And then it should have the 2 discs in there. There you go, DVD and Blu-ray. with different disc art. I'll spin it around so you can see. A disc art on each, which is nice. It's not just a duplicate of the two. Then next up we have a game. Of course, I imagine it would have been easier if I opened everything before the video, but it's like 35 past midnight. Kind of want to get through these and then go to bed. So I have guest pass for WoW. They seem to give those with everything all the time. If anyone wants to, let me know. Then you get your quick start guide. Then I have a guest pass for Wings of Liberty, if anyone would like that. Guest pass for Wings of Liberty, just let me know. And then I have 3 card packs for Hearthstone. I don't know if you get anything good with them. 3 card packs. It says you can only have 5 card packs per Battle.net account. Oh, so you can have 5 maximum redeemed on a single account. So if you haven't redeemed your 5, let me know, because I've got 3 free packs. Which, hey, maybe you'll get some good cards. And then otherwise, it's got 2 discs. Yeah, 2 discs. Which look like the following, and I'm going to hide my code. There you go. Of course, though, with any Blizzard game, you can download it through Battle.net and you don't really need to use the discs, but of course it will save you some time. It installs from the discs, which I would hope it does. And then get into the last and the biggest part. But actually, for a Blizzard book, this is a bit thin. Kinda. Maybe not, actually. I'm looking, like, down in my bookcase, I've got Art of Warcraft, and then Burning Crusade and Lich King's books down there. I'm sure I should have another 1 or 2, but they're the only ones in my bookcase. Of course, they've gone from portrait to landscape for this. It's an interesting choice. Just move that out the way. Oh, it's very nice. Oh, jeez. Getting caught. Nice printing there. That's nice as well. On the back, if you can see, hopefully you can. There you go, you can see the light catching it. Okay. So I'll just try and do a quickish flick through on this. Ooh, it's got a poster. Okay, let's look at the poster first. Didn't know there's a poster. That's cool. And here we go. For anyone who is a StarCraft fan, you can actually have a poster on the wall now. Get that with it. In the back. Oh wow. It's really awkward to hold. Yep. Keeps making noises. So this is quite different to their usual style of art book. Feels like it's kind of more informative, so like this has the stats for the Ultralisk and what it's good against and what it's ineffective against. It's quite nice. I suppose it's, as it's a field manual, it's like, you know, StarCraft 101. I'm trying to show this as much as possible, but it's really hard. Here we go, a quick flick through. Not as many kind of big expansive, large environment images like they usually have. Of course there was the little bit at the back that had a bit more kind of concept art. But I guess they're not doing that. Yeah, it's quite nice. It's quite different. Feels like they're going down a different route. I mean, it's the last game. Well, the last in the current series. I'm sure there'll probably be a StarCraft III. But that's quite a nice book. This is nice here. And that's all that's in the collection. Quite nice. I'll just sit at the back, I think it does. No, it doesn't. There we go. Feels kind of unsteady. So yeah, that's the StarCraft II Legacy of the Void Collectors. Yeah, they're calling it Collector's Edition. Doesn't actually say StarCraft II on the box. It just says Legacy of the Void. Which is a bit weird. But yeah, so that's cool. You get some skins and portraits for StarCraft II. A pet for WoW. A pet for Diablo. Protoss themed card back. So no cards or anything, just backs. And the speeder for Heroes of the Storm. So that's really cool. Last game in the series. Current trilogy. Last game in the story. So that was really cool. It retails at $59.99, or you can of course just buy the standard version of Legacy of the Void, or they do the digital versions of the collector's editions where you kind of get the same content, but no big box. But then they're fairly nice and compact, I always like to think. They're getting the most out of their space. So yeah, that's the StarCraft II Legacy of the Void collector's edition. Let me know if you're picking it up, or if you're interested in it but not sure, or I suppose I'm not sure how many RTS players we have that kind of watch the channel. But yeah, so I hope you enjoyed my video. I'll catch you for my next one, which will be Fallout 4. Or if you already watched Fallout 4, then kind of my next video will be I want to call it Fatal Frame. What do we call it? Project Zero. We call it Project Zero. Yeah, so I'll catch you for that. Bye!